guys, it's Nicole. Welcome back to Chronicles of a Crafter. I'm going to make a little folio thingy with a couple of flips and flip ups and flips and pockets and tucks and whatnot. I actually saw this on a channel called Seven Plaza. I don't remember exactly when she posted it, but I will put a link for her channel and that video down in the description below. I'm also going to put a link for in the upper right hand corner, like right about here, for these little tiny envelopes that I've made in the past. I also have an envelope template that I use. So yeah, I'll put a link for that video right up here, but I'm going to be using these two envelope sizes right here. This is a number 10 and a number 8. These can be found at the Dollar Tree. There's 40 in this one, 80 in this package. So yeah, Dollar Tree sells these two envelopes right here, and I'm going to use both of these to make something awesome, a little flip thingy, pocket tuck thing. Okay, so let me go grab my stuff and I'll be right back. So for this project, you are going to need 2 of the number 10s, these larger size envelopes, and 1 of the number 8. Okay, you'll also need a smaller envelope, so you can go back and watch that video, or just use a tiny envelope if you have one. All right, the only thing you will need is an oblong envelope, which is long this way. It has a okay, so this was from the Your Creative Studios package that I received. I'm just reusing this into this project. If you don't have one of these, I do have a video for a seed packet. So again, I will put that in the little upper corner right up here for you to find, and you can use the seed packet envelope for this other section. Okay, so all you want to do, and I'll show you how it's going to go in the grand scheme. You're going to take your small number, what is that, a number 8, I believe. I forgot already, hold on. Okay, so you're going to take your number 8 envelope, the smaller one, and you're going to fold it in half. Okay, and I'm going to tell you right now what you also going to need to do is take your either your guillotine or your tool cutter or what have you, and just snip this corner off right here. Okay, so this, fold it in half, this back side, you're going to cut that section off. All right, and then yeah, okay, so that's that's that for that one. Then you're going to take your 2 envelopes, you're going to flip one upside down, and you're going to tuck one into the other like so. Okay, so depending on if your envelope has a small flap, so like if your envelope, let me see if I have one here. If your envelope has one of these smaller flaps, your closure into the other envelope will be a smaller section. So here, I'll show you. These are just 2 old junk mail envelopes that I have. You see this section right here? It's a lot smaller, okay, than this one. Okay, so this is one with a shorter flap. If you tuck it in like this, you'll have a much smaller section in between the 2 envelopes. Doesn't really matter. None of it matters. Like, the thing will still close the same way. Okay, it'll still do what you need it to do. The only thing different that you'll have to deal with is decorating this inside. And I have security envelopes, so the inside right here is pretty all by itself. Like, I really probably don't even have to do anything inside of here. Okay, but again, if you're using envelopes with shorter flaps, this shorter closure flap, once you tuck it into your other envelope, your open section will be smaller. So just keep that in mind. This is the area that you would need to decorate in addition to the rest of it. Okay, so that's that. All right, so this is what the flappy folio thingy is going to look like. It's going to have 2 pockets, one over here, one over here, and then your number 8 envelope is going to go on the outside like so. Okay, and this section right here will have a slit, so this will also be a pocket on the outside. And then you also have this section right here that can also be a tuck. Okay, so you have this and this. Okay, and okay, so that's that. The only other thing that you're going to need, again, if you do not have one of these, I'm just reusing what I have. This is just the Your Creative Studios cling. They put little cling or what they call cling stamps into these and ship them to us. So this particular envelope is going to go across the top here like that, and will be a flip up. Am I in focus? Oh, there we go. I had to zoom you out. Okay, so this right here will go here and flip up and be a tuck this way, because this is where the opening for that pocket is located. Okay, and then your little tiny envelope, let's just say you make one from that video that I placed up here. This is your little tiny envelope. That's gonna go on this side like so. Hang on, let me just see which way. Yeah, it's gonna go on this side. So you're gonna take your envelope flap and place it on the outside of the folio flippy thingy. And then all of this is going to close up like this. I know it's a little confusing at the moment, but we're gonna do this together. So let's just go ahead and do it. The first thing I want to do is ink the entire thing. So I want to ink these 2 large envelopes and this small one. And at the same time, I'm going to hold my envelope like this and then cut off this back section right here. I'm going to go do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've done just that. I've inked all around this one. I've inked all around this one. The only other thing I've done was use my my little, what are these? I forgot the name. These are some shears with pinking shears. Okay, so they have like little zigzag teeth on there, and I just went ahead and cut off that that really large flap. You don't have to. It doesn't change anything. It does still make your insert just as wide as it always had been. All I've done was just cut that little excess piece off of there. I also went ahead and decorated the inside portion that's going to tuck in here. So here is that large area that I told you you would have on this particular size envelope. And again, it's just the number 10 with a large flap. Okay, so all I did was just decorate it in here. I just collaged the inside of this section of the envelope and the other little section that's going to be showing once I insert these 2 together. Okay, and that's all I've done. I've inked everything else and I just put a little something in between here. Okay, so once you're done with that, you're going to close your your flippy flappy envelope thingy. I'm gonna get the proper name for this. Okay, I will, before the end of this before the end of this recording, I will have a definite name for this project. Okay, I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, but it does exist, and I will share it with you. I will share it with you before the end of this recording. So yeah, so this right here just tucks back in there. Here is my fold, okay? And again, I just cut it off with my pinking shears. And here is my number 8 envelope that's going to hold the whole thing close. That's it. I've cut away that little sliver that I told you to do. So there's that. And now I'm going to glue this shut right here. I'm going to use Scotch Create because it's right here in front of me. And I don't trust this this licking process that they want you to do here. I don't know how long that glue's been there, but okay. And in the process, you just want to open up your envelope to make sure that none of it gets stuck. Okay. So yeah, I can feel some excess glue right up in here. All right. So yeah, that's that. Now we want to collage the entire outside of both envelopes. So this is now considered one because we've closed it up. All right. But now you want to collage all of this and all of this. But before you collage the big envelope, the size 10, there's a couple of things that we need to do first. Okay. So here is my little tiny envelope right here. I collaged it. Okay. I didn't have to do the flap, but I did it anyway, because this is where the flap is going to go on the outside of this envelope. All right. So what you want to do is collage the entire, backside of this envelope, including the flap. So you want to stick down the flap, collage everything else. All right. And when you stick down the flap, you want to make sure that you're able to still access this pocket on the inside here. All right. So I would glue it down just to here, a sliver away from the fold. Okay. So that this folds or opens and closes on its own naturally. All right. And then the other thing that you want to do, let's just put this back here. Okay, so the other thing that you want to do is collage your either if you're using the seed packet, or if you actually have one of these, your Creative Studio. I just pulled off the little sticker right there. If you are using a Your Creative Studio cling stamp envelope, or whatever you may have a glassine envelope, you may have something like, just in this shape or form that can flip upward. All right. The other thing you want to do is collage that on the inside and the outside. All right. So I'm going to do that right now. And I know Seven Plaza was talking about an easier way to get her pocket cut. So this is what she did. She stuck her collage down inside of here and then just traced it. So I'm going to do that as well. Okay. And I'm going to cut that away. Okay, and then this right here can then be used on the inside here as a cover up for the inside pocket. Okay, so I'm going to do that as well. Oops, I almost stuck that completely upside down. All right, so that's going to go there. And then on the outside here will be my other sheet that I cut away. I know I should be using my glue mat and I've totally disregarded it for the moment. So there's that. Okay, easy peasy. And then I will cut away any excess of this upper portion here. Okay. So now we have this. Okay. And I will fold it at its natural fold, which is right about there. So on the, where is it? On the Your Creative Studios pocket, it's a straight across, you know, straight across. I went ahead and cut a little U-shaped pocket so that I can easily access whatever's going on in there. Once it's in the flip up mode, you can now access what's going on in there, as opposed to this one, when it's in the flip up mode, it's very tiny. Like this right here is all you have to get in there. I made my opening a lot wider just by doing a little half circle with the pencil. I eyeballed it. Okay, so there's that. And while this is drying, it will buckle a little bit, but everything's gonna be okay. 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 All right, get rid of that. So now we have this, and this right here is going to glue down on this section here. And this is where that flip up is going to live, and this is what I'm referring to as far as accessing what goes on in there. And again, you're going to glue it so that it naturally flips and there isn't that much hindrance, so you're going to stay away from the crease line. Okay, and that's that. I'm going to decorate the outside of this as well with something, let's see. So I have all of this stuff on my desk here, so I'm just going to use what I have. Okay. And so I hope you guys are having a great day. This is my rendition of what another channel has done. There isn't a challenge involved. It's just my twist on what I think is same or similar to the previous. And so for Twisted Tuesday, this is our project. And I'm just going to do a simple collage back here, and whatever does not fit, I will just cut it off afterwards. Okay, so there's that. And this doesn't matter because it's going to get glued down on the inside of the collage that's going to go on the back of this. I've been doing a lot of collages lately. I mean, besides being a part of the besides being a part of the 2022 collage challenge with Julie and Lee, I find that I've been doing lots of collages lately, and I like collaging. It's fun and interesting, and yeah, it just really gives you good practice for junk journaling. So yeah, I like collaging. Okay, so now we have that. Really simple, not a lot of effort put into it, and this right here is just one continuous image of the same thing. Okay, so while this is drying, let's just snip off the excess along the edge here without cutting your actual envelope, because that would be a disaster. Okay, and I will just let that dry and ink it later. Okay, so for this one, this goes into here like so. And so this right hand envelope needs to be glued to this left hand envelope. All right, let me go grab some more collaging paperwork and scraps, and I'll be right back. Okay, so for my first side, of the envelope. This is actually my left side of the flippy flappy thing. So I'm first going to glue this down right on the top here. But in order to do that, I'm going to flip it over. So I'm going to use art glitter for this. And I'm just going to put a little bit right up here. Okay. And for this, I'm going to hold it up to do, because I don't, again, want to get it into that crease. I'm just going to place it right on the edge and make sure that this right here flaps on its own. Okay, so there's that. You want to make sure that this flips up and down on its own without being impeded by that crease right there. So, okay, that is our first flip, and now we can collage this back side of the left side of the envelope. Okay, use my dry wipes and get rid of any excess, and I'm going to close up my art glitter because it's summertime and art glitter tends to go nuts. Okay, so again, I'm still working off of all of these scraps that I pulled out quite a while ago. So yeah, I'm still dilly-dallying around with all these scraps, and I just want to use them up. I just want to use them up, get them off my desk, and you know, this right here is actually a sticker. I want to see if it's a washi or if it's, you know, opaque, and I think I can probably get away with it right up in here. It's pretty opaque, so yeah, that's not too bad. Let's see if this folds. Yes, it does. And whatever overhangs, again, I will cut that away. But yeah. And now I will go in with my Scotch Create glue stick and just cover up this entire section with collaging and you know, whatever else I can find in this room. There's stuff everywhere. I want a different contrast. Maybe this map will look great. Up in here. This is just a map of London that I cut. I want to make sure it's facing right side up. At least I think it's facing right side up. Doesn't really matter now, does it? Not now, anyway. It's a little too late for that. Okay. So, yeah, and I'm doing large pieces of collage simply because, you know, because I can. I have these very large pieces of scraps here, so these are large print items. So, and again, whatever overhangs, I will cut that off later. And whatever is that little white edge, I'll just run my dauber over it and ink it slightly. Doesn't really matter. Down here and here. So I had this little sliver. If I knew that, I would have moved this sheet over. Let me see if I still can without ripping anything. Oh yeah. Scotch Create is very forgiving. Like, I would not use art glitter for this process. But yeah, I just want to maximize the amount of space that I have without overly collaging. Okay, so there's that. And what else do I have readily available? I have lots of font. So, and again, this is the left hand side, so this will be tucked, I believe. yeah, this side, no, this is my flap actually. The left hand side becomes my little flap tuck. So I can go all the way over to this side over here with collaging. So let's do that. Nope, not wide enough. Too much white on the edge, so I'm just going to chop this all off, a little jaggedy. Okay, so okay. And again, whatever is the white ridges, I'm just going to run my ink dauber over it. And whatever's sticking up, some glue. Alright. And I just have a few more pieces that have not been seen yet. Let's see what we got here. Some catalog. Okay. All right, that's looking pretty nice. I still have some map paper. Oh, I have this, got this little, yeah, let's put some color on here. Let's see. Let's get some color on here. Okay. Well, and let's see what else we've got. Get that there. Yeah, that's what I needed. Some bright colors. So much of this green is in browns and starting to depress me a little. Let's see what else we've got in here. I've got this. Okay, this will need to be inked. There's too much of the white edge showing, so I will have to ink this. And I just need one more little section right here. And I think I'm going to get some music paper to go right in there. Yeah. Just have to maneuver it until it covers as much of it as I need. All right. So that's all I've done so far, okay? Whatever's hanging off up here, I will cut away. Whatever's hanging off around here, I will go back in with my pinking shears and try to line up the snips with this, so it'll look like that. All right, and I'm getting it just where I want it, so all of this will match perfectly when I'm done. Okay, so that's that. And then this right here is our flip. I still have to collage the inside here. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of that just so you don't have to painstakingly sit here and watch me do this. But when we're ready to assemble, I will be right back. All right. Okay, so the only thing left to do now is to assemble this whole thing. I got to put it together somehow. The only thing I've done while I was gone was just put this little frame on here with the little tab, so that you know it's a flip up. And I put an eyelet on my outside envelope for the closure. So I didn't squash it, so let me go ahead and do that with my crocodile. And I think that's the right setting. I'm just using my small crocodile. It's here and it's faster than pulling out the crocodile 2. And my desk is already in such a disarray that I need to wrap this project up so I can clean so I can clean all of this crazy stuff up. All right, so we're going to assemble this. Oh, I also, this was my original flap. It looked like this one, okay, on the side. And I just put another piece of collaging paper there to straighten the edges so that when I flip it over, it will be a nice solid tuck spot back here. Okay, so let's just go ahead and assemble this. I'm using, let's use some art glitter. Okay, so right here, hopefully my art glitter glue wants to play today. This envelope is going to get tucked in here. I don't think art glitter is the best idea, only because it dries so quickly. I think I'm setting myself up for failure. So I'm going to use my glue stick. And Scotch Create has never let me down. I'm just going to apply it on the outside of this white envelope right here, the white section that's not collaged, and then tuck it down into the pocket of the other envelope. Okay, this may be a little bit easier and it'll give me some time to wiggle and maneuver it. Okay, yeah, so much easier, less pressure. Okay, but I will use art glitter for the outside tuck spot. So I will put a little bit of art glitter on both sides here and here. Okay, and this will be one large tuck spot back here. So let's do that. I don't think there's anything else that needs to go on here. At least I don't think so. Anyway, we'll see. And I'll put a little bit here. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to use a dry towel or wipes to make sure that none of the glue sticks to any other section. Okay, so now we have this. Okay, I'm going to give that a good second to grab, because although our glitter dries quickly, if you don't let it dry, it can rip your project apart. So I'm just going to make sure that it dries really well. Okay, yeah, that's good. So now I want to put a signature in the middle here, and this is my closure, so that's going to go on the back side here. And I see a little section that has lifted, so I'm just going to grab some tacky glue and put it right in here. Okay, and yeah, so this is my little closure that I'm going to place on the outside right there, and it also has a pocket or tuck spot on the back side here because we slit that pocket open, this envelope open. So I'm gonna assemble it this way and place a signature in the middle. So this is the little signature that I put together. It's just some coffee dye paper, lots of writing space. I'm going to decorate some of these and and then put it back in. But I need to make sure this is my smallest sheet of paper. I need to make sure that it lines up with the outside envelope so that I can do, I could run this through my, do I want to take the chance of running this through my sewing machine? No, I'm just gonna do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch right here. So this page I will move up to line up with this outside envelope, okay? And I'm just gonna do 3-hole pamphlet stitch right here on this section, okay? And that's to make sure that I get this envelope as well as this is my smallest page inside the signature. So let's do that. Just need to line everything up neatly. I'm going to grab some paper clips to hold it all together. Okay, so these are my jumbo paper clips, and let's use a just using my bone folder just to make sure that I'm getting all of the pages, big and small, that are inside here into that's the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I just need to move that one up. This one is good. I'll just slide it up slightly. That one's good. Okay, and that one's good. Alright, and I'm gonna bone fold this so I can get a nice tight crease on all of the pages. Okay, and this will go right in here. Sorry, this it was easier than I mean, it looked easier than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so there. That's going there. I'm grabbing all of it, big and small, inside and outside. And I flipped my pocket up so that it's not in the way. And let me just make sure that it can close. Okay. And I will paper clip this side as well. And use my bone folder to get down into that crease right there really nicely. I'm going to use my awl to poke 3 holes, and I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm not going to measure. I'm just going to eyeball 3 holes for the pamphlet stitch. There's one. Come on. There's 2. Goodness. And there's, whoops, did it come through? Nope, it did not. Okay, my 3rd hole is giving me some problems. Oh, because I didn't clip this side. That makes sense. Put 2. Okay, now we'll get it for sure. There we go, 3. Alright, so to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, I'm going to stitch it on the inside, starting in the middle. And I'm just using my wax thread. Go through the top or the bottom, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go through the bottom. And then go through the top or the bottom, whichever one you went through first or second. It really does not make too much of a difference. Okay, there's that, and then you're going to go back into the middle section, the middle hole that you made. Okay, being careful not to sew or stitch your thread. Where's the hole? Oh, there it is. I'm like, where is that hole? Yeah, so you don't want to accidentally stitch this thread here in the middle. Okay, let me use my right hand. Should be a lot easier than it appears to be. I feel you coming through, thread, but you're coming through at the wrong spot. There we go. And you want to make sure that one thread, okay, so here's my thread, it's still connected to the spool. You want to make sure that one thread is on one side of this bridge and the other one is on the other side of the bridge. So it looks like this, okay? And then you pull tight, but not too tight that it tears anything, okay? And tie it off into a box knot. All right, and that's that. Remove my paper clips. And now it's time for the fun part, which is decorating. Oh dear. Okay. So this is what our little book looks like. A little flip here, the signature, tuck spot here, pocket here, and another envelope over here with a flip. We got pockets here and a pocket up front here. All right, and because these are just, you know, regular paper envelopes, nothing fancy, some of the envelope construction may come apart. Just go in with a little bit of tacky glue or whatever you have on hand will work. PVA, tacky, art glitter even will work on those little areas that are coming undone on the inside of the envelope. So this is what we have here, just some coffee dyed paper, some old embellishments, plenty of journaling space, okay? And these were really long, so instead of folding them like this, okay, I folded them the other way and made a little flip right here. These could be tucks if you want. You can glue the bottom here or stitch the bottom here, and this can now be a tuck spot if you like. So I have a couple of those, maybe 2 or 3. Yeah, there's a third one. All right, and that's pretty much the entire construction of this right here. The only thing left to do is to decorate. All right, my pages are a little bit long, so I'm probably going to go in on the guillotine just about this much right here to remove that much from the edge if it bothered me that badly. I'm not sure yet. I may or may not cut that off. But what I really want to do now is decorate it. So I have here all of my little tiny pieces of ephemera. These are just different tags and stamps and journaling cards and, you know, just little things that I can tuck into some. This is even some rub-on transfer. I can do that. So let's just start decorating, okay? So in this flip up here, I know I want to put a large tag if I can find it. Maybe, nope, that's not even large enough to go in there. Maybe this one can go back here. Nope. Okay, well, I will find my large tag that I wanted to put in there. Nope. I will put a couple of journaling cards and one of these little tags. Does it fit? Not quite. So I just removed this much off of it so that it can fit down inside of here. So there's that one. And here's some little journaling cards that'll fit down in there. And I will move the tag string to the side. I may have to cut some more. Okay, this will definitely fit now. Okay, so there's that. And over here, I can put some ledger paper in this pocket right here. I have these little botanical cards. These are really cute. Okay, so I can put these in this pocket back here. And oh, I have this pocket as well back here. So in here I can place a lot of little things. Will that fit? Nope. Oh, but it will fit the other way. So I can tuck all of these little cards in here. And I think I'm gonna make this into a pocket. Oh, that's cute too, hopscotch. I can make that into a pocket. Another little journaling card. So those can go right on the back side right there. This is also a very large tuck over here. So just some more journaling cards I can tuck in there. Cute little, since she's sweet. Oh my goodness. Cute little images. This looks like a lady in waiting. Some tags. Okay, this was a letter. Oh wow, so is this. Okay, so yeah, I can take this letter and fold it in half and tuck that down in there. I have another little tag, the new collection item that can go down in here easily without cutting anything. There's another little piece of botanical card with plenty of journaling space on the back. And I have this handmade paper, mulberry paper tag that can also go down in there. And then I have this entire pocket in the back here to tuck things into. I have this little pieces of ephemera. All of these little tiny things, more so for collaging, but just to give you an idea of what can fit into these pockets right here. So on the inside of the journal, again, I'm keeping in mind that this is my cut line just in case I want to cut them later. So everything else that I put on here will just be on the inside of that line so that I don't cut it. I'm going to turn this into a little tuck. I'm going to ink this Don't really need to, but you can. And I'm just gonna place it on an angle. Get some art glitter. And I will place a little ticket on top of that. And this can also be a tuck spot. So okay. Okay, so now we have that, and you can see this is a tuck right here. Just giving my art glitter glue enough time to dry, and I can put all kinds of things into these little pockets. A little bus ticket, a little faux stamp. You can put one of these in here. Okay. And you can ink what you like along the way. So on here I'm going to put a little corner tuck up on this end. So this one will be glued on this side. And along here. And I'm just gonna place that like right up in here. Oh yeah, keeping in mind that I may or may not cut this page off, which now I may have to because I just removed our glitter glue off the page. So alright. Right about there. That should work. Okay, here I have a little, looks like a little pharmacy card. Let's see, where do I want to put that? I can tuck that right behind that bus ticket. Okay. Up here I can put more little tags. I have plenty of tags. Those can go in there. And over here, what do I want to put on here? Oh, what a cute little bird. So I'm just going to use my Sketch Create and just glue down this little piece of decoration right onto the page. It's a full receipt or invoice, something like that. So it requires a little bit of collaging. Let's collage right on top of it. Mushroom Paradise memo. I need to fussy cut that. I don't have time to fussy cut. Here's a little label. Okay, and I can put a little stamp on top of that. Where are my stamps? Everything is on my desk, guys, so even though I'm asking where is this and where is that, it's definitely already on my desk. So this is just a vintage stamp, so it requires some glue. Okay, and put a little bit of glue underneath here. Come on, under, get under. Okay, so there's that. I have to remember that this is much longer than my space, so I have to put you in frame. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to do some stamping, and I'm in love with VersaFine ink. So for stamping, I'm just gonna put a little number stamp right up in here. Whoops. Okay, and I forget that it works so well that it doesn't even need that much pressure or anything to stamp. So yeah, look at that. I love it. I love it so much. This ink is like life. So for here, I'm just gonna put a little bit of stamping of all of the numbers right there. I'm gonna get my large background stamp and just stamp it there. And stamp it there. Okay. And I will stamp it here as well. Even though it's upside down, doesn't matter. And whoops, I'm going to stamp it. Where? Nope. Nope. I had it right the first time. It's gonna go here. Okay. Close my art glitter glue. And I have these little tiny playing cards. Oh, my art glitter glue is already not communicating well. It won't close. So I'm gonna have to take it apart and close it back up. I have this little tiny deck of playing cards. It's so adorable. They're so tiny. I'm just going to use one or two of these as a pocket. So I'm going to ink these. I think I'm going to put them together like that and make it one pocket. So let me just ink the other one. Okay. And for these, I'm going to use my art glitter. Make sure he's right side up. Yeah. I'm not art glitter. I'm going to use my Fabrifix or whatever. Okay, so I just put a little bit of Fabrifix glue right on the back of these two jokers. And they're going right here as a little pocket or a tuck. And in there I can put a ticket. I I can put another card in there. I can put just about anything. Let's see. Oh, here's a nice big ticket. Can go there. So there's a little pocket or a tuck. There's plenty more decorating that can be done, but this video has ran on long enough. So the last thing that I want to do is just put just some of these big numbers that I have. So these are some wooden numbers. Where is my number 8? Okay. So these are just some wood numbers that I ink dyed with Vintage Photo. Vintage Photo is the ink of choice today. This is the one that I've been using, in case anybody wondered why my ink is so orangey. But Vintage Photo has that orange hue to it, so that's why I used this color thread to stitch the whole thing together. And I'm just going to stick my number 8 right in here. And it's a wooden block, basically cut into a number. So here's a number 2. I got these at the Dollar Tree, I believe, or Michael's. They always have them. So that's going there. Yep. And I have these little, these are just some ice coupon checks. I can tuck anywhere. And some more little coupons. Alright guys, I think I could play with this all day long, really. I can just continue to tuck things and stick things everywhere. Oh, I didn't do my closure, so here, let me show you. I'm just going to take, oh, here's some sari silk. Wonderful. I'm just going to take some sari silk, pass it through my little eyelet with my pokey tool. And wrap it around this way and that way, and then here we go. This is perfectly enough right here. Okay, and then tie a little bow on there. Isn't that awesome? Yes, this is some sari silk that I picked up at Amazon. I coffee dyed it, and then yeah, so anyway guys, I'm going to leave you right here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big fat thumbs up. I do appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out with me on my channel, and we are growing. The channel's growing, guys, so thank you, each and every one of you. Have a crafty day, stay naturally curious, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.